Well, I'm at Sardinia again. I had the worst passage imaginable. Well, probably not, but not far off. Coming from Tunisia to Sardinia. Absolute nightmare. I was in the first night, none of this forecast. The first night, I was in a 50 knot storm, 57 knots I filmed. I've seen 57 knots, I filmed 48. The day after that, I couldn't make any, the winds were bang on the nose, and I was waiting all day after. I was waiting for a gale. It didn't arrive that day, but what winds there were bang on the nose, and no matter what I tried, I couldn't get the boat to go to windward. The closest I could get was 80 degrees, and I just couldn't work it out. And the day after that, it was the gale, which lasted all day. It was a nightmare. I had no sleep, barely any sleep. I was so tired. I was that tired that my clock had the day on it, and it was 2 days out. I noticed on the second day, and then I actually, by the time I got to Sardinia, I actually genuinely thought I'd been at sea for 6 days when it was 4. I was that tired. I really couldn't work it out. Then the gale hit. I weren't making any headroom whatsoever, headway whatsoever, and I ended up at one point pointing back towards Tunisia. I thought I'll wait it out, even though it's about 90 miles away and it's a lot closer to Sardinia, but I couldn't make it. Anyway, the gale blew out by the evening. It was quite big waves as well during the gale. It was rough, and then in the evening I found out why I couldn't sail to windward. It's because I'd not moved the tiller over on the chain and given it a bit of weather helm. And anyway, once I'd done that, it sailed great, 40-45 degrees. But then I decided that the last night I tried to get a bit of sleep, and it was the first sleep I'd had, or virtually. I got about 2 hours, and the wind had been bang on the nose all the way. Got the boat sailing great to windward, and about an hour into my sleep, the wind changed. Typical, the wind changed and took me an extra 5 knots out my way. Then I finally got to Sardinia. Major engine problems, by the way. I've had the cylinder head off again, flushing it out. Trying to flush all the little bits of rust and calcification out the block. I think I've done it now. The engine's running better than it's ever run. Really cool. Apart from I've got no water pump diaphragm, so I've connected an electric pump to it. But it's running really cool and loads more power. I don't know where it's come from. I did the tap bits. That's the only thing I've changed that could possibly affect anything, but I don't know, but it's running great. Just had a bit of a scare. It jumped out of gear. It started revving its balls off, and I thought it was a bag round the prop again, but it weren't. It just jumped out of gear, so that weren't too bad. The engine, by the way, how it survived, I don't know, because it's seized about 10 times, and the barrel, it's like a sheet of glass. There's not a mark on it, and it's running better than ever. Apart from the water pump, which I needed a new diaphragm for. The forecast, it took me 2 days to fix the engine, by the way, in a marina. Sardinia is the most beautiful island in the Mediterranean. I'm not joking, it's absolutely stunning, but it's so expensive. I had to go into a marina to do the repairs. It took me 2 nights. The first night, because it was September, was €50. And the second was 25. Sorry, because it was August the first night. The second was 25. Anyway, I've come out of there the second I could. I can't afford that. So now I'm just heading to another anchorage over on the southeast coast of Sardinia. I was on the southwest. Sorry, southwest. I was on the southeast. There's light airs forecast for the next 2 days, so I'm not going to try and get anywhere. I'm just going to have a bit of a break at anchor. Wait for some decent winds. Give the engine a try, and then I'm going to head off over to Gibraltar and meet up with Phil and Colette and hopefully get a bit of work. I really need it now, especially after that bleeding marina. And that's not the dearest as well. I went to one in the winter when I was there in December, and it was actually €5 for the night, but in summer it was 100 for this boat. It showed me the price list. So Sardinia, if you've got money, beautiful place to come to, but if you've not got much money, don't bother. It's so expensive. Knows where he's going in. And anyway, yeah, off to Gibraltar and then try and get a bit of work. But I'll just enjoy a bit of peace and quiet now, hopefully at anchor. Fingers crossed his engine will stay good. See you later. Oh, would you believe it? It's unbelievable. The reason, set off, I've told you before, I'm just motor sailing across like this big bay, about 20 miles across this bay, near Cagliari in Sardinia. The forecast light airs, no wind, absolutely no wind. Where it is, I've got 30 knots on the nose. Well, it would be on the nose. Unbelievable. Like that. I'm sure I've got it all wrong, you know. It's force 1 hurricane and force 12 light airs. Am I just getting it wrong? I don't know. Right, it's dusk. I'm leaving Sardinia. Right, don't get me wrong, I love the island. Beautiful island. Well, if you come here, right, I think it's the most beautiful island in the Med. If you come here, right, don't expect happy, smiling face to greet you with a load of help. The miserable bastards. I swear on my life, right, I think the last time we smiled, Hitler invaded Poland. We soon wipe that fucking smile off his face. But it's such a shame because it's such a beautiful island. But it's expensive, the marinas. Honestly, you've got to chop a limb off to get into a marina. But anyway, I'm off to Majorca. I know the water in Majorca don't taste like what it ought to. It's better do. I've just fucking left on the sperm. But I do like the island. Come on, Night Eyes. Smile. You know, my nan told me all about you lot, right? My nan worked on a farm during the war, like Uncle Albert. And she said, like, the Germans were great. She had a laugh with them and they did what they were told, and I'm not expecting a German today to do what an English person tells them, but they were great. What she said to the Italians, oh God, my nan didn't like him, and I reckon my nan was a pretty good judge of character, and I don't like him. I said it to my nan, she taught me to take that.